PI Mass for Hire is one of those most unhinged games I've played in a while, that's for sure. It just reminds me of that Cuphead style when I first saw the trailer, and it just, well, jumped out to me, quite literally. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's literally just a first person Cuphead, realistically, but it's a little bit different to that. Surprisingly, even though it sounds like a detective game, it looks like a Cuphead, it actually plays more like a Doom. Yeah, you heard right. It plays like a Doom. You're literally playing as Piper. He wears a trench coat, gritty attitude, probably drinks too much coffee. You know, the typical type of, well, cop of this time, you know? So I booted this game up thinking, oh nice, a little cute detective game, chill vibes. 5 minutes later, we're deep in conspiracy involving missing snacks, suspicious crumbs, and a block of cheese. Yeah. And then when I realised the game is just not cute, it's just very unhinged. The whole thing feels like a classic noir film, dark narrative, dramatic pauses, serious voice, except instead of solving murders in a rainy city, you're investigating crimes in someone's kitchen. And somehow it still feels intense. You're a tiny detective solving cases in a world where everything is just massive. So a kitchen sink is basically Niagara Falls. A loaf of bread is basically a skyscraper. A cereal bowl is an Olympic swimming pool. I can only imagine seeing a human in this world. Just everything is scaled up to the point where normal daily objects feel like environmental hazards. And honestly, it kind of works. Well, the writing is absolutely ridiculous in the best way. Like, the mouse talks like he's been through things like, oh, another case, another mess, another suspicious looking, I don't know whether I could say cracker, but like Ritz, you know, Ritz cracker, I promise. Like my guy, it's not it's not that deep. It's literally a biscuit. But it delivers every line like it's the final scene of a crime drama. And at one point, I swear, he paused dramatically and then ate a breadcrumb. Yeah. Gameplay-wise, there'll be a little bit of sneaking around, especially when you're going into certain areas. But as I say, it's just like a Doom. So you're all guns blazing, jumping from this, especially once you start progressing into the game and unlocking certain movement abilities in particular. You'll just flow and spread out, and you know where enemies are coming from. It's quite linear in that regards, which is a little bit of its downfall for sure, because you know where they're coming from, but the fast pace just keeps giving and giving, so it's non-stop action. You follow clues, but it's very minimal, like detective work. You're not going into this thinking you're playing another Sherlock Holmes. You're literally collecting clues on your way, just like you're finding little secrets here and there. Well, when I say that, secrets are plentiful. It's just, to be fair, I find it more fun finding little secrets than actually engaging in the detective gameplay, in quotes, if you want to call it that. There's a little bit of platforming as well, especially with certain movements you gain over time. It's alright, it's serviceable, especially for this sort of game. You're only there for the wacky action and the dialogue and, well, the look of the game overall. It is very intense at some parts, but the boss fights are absolutely amazing. Compared to the normal fight this guy, fight these enemies over and over again arenas, the boss fights just step it up another level every single time. You're almost rushing through the levels just to get to each boss fight. It's just absolutely incredible. There's also the whole, like, investigation bits and pieces that I'm not too keen on, especially the story-wise. It's very, again, serviceable. You're just there for the gameplay and the look of the game. It just is, well, absolute chaos. Like the random objects moving when it shouldn't, or a situation escalating way too quickly. And suddenly you're just solving a case again and moving on to the next part. But it works. The thing is, it honestly feels like just a noir, like classic old film. It's just, Absolutely incredible. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little rant about the game. I'm really enjoying it at the moment. Very cheap price as well, so I highly recommend it. If anyone else is enjoying this game, please let me know in the comments and what your thoughts are on the game. Drop a like, subscribe, and, well, let me know. Would you trust a mouse detective? Or after this experience, you think he's a little bit unqualified? Or do you think he's overqualified? Okay, alright, take care.